Return yourself to the home. Be satisfied with the little you will call it that your husband will give you. Allah will replace with multitude on the day of Qiyamah for you. Be patient with the little. Return to chastity. Return to shyness. Return to modesty. Return to the honor that Islam places on you by concealing you and making you something people have to start looking for before they have access to you. When we were younger than this, and women just started using niqab, that's now common everywhere. You hardly hear a niqabi talk. Don't say it's her voice now aura. Her voice is not aura, but out of honor and self-respect, they hardly talk. Go and read any psychology, anything on psychology.
The basic ruling for women is to stay indoors, and she can only go out because of serious need. Can we say women active on social media is not indoor again? Can we call men who allow their women on social media without serious caution the youth? Jazakumullahu khair.
Ameen wa antum fa jazakumullah khair. Well, I hope that the question is not inciting anything against anybody. It is rather asking for a nasiha. The social media is the public now. It has become the public now. It has become out of the home now, even though the person may be inside the home. Once you connect on the social media, you have gone out of your home. Once you connect on the social media, you have gone out of your home in terms of the voice, in terms of your person, in terms of everything. Once you're on the social media, it's like stepping out of your house into the public. So the rulings will definitely apply. If it is not absolutely necessary for you, oh, I have a class. I know a sister almost every day she has classes. She has classes on Quran. She has classes on Nahu, Surf. She has classes. All these are our classes. All of them. She attends them regularly. She writes notes. She does this. Zoom too. Some people can argue it's also social media. Okay, if it is necessary, just like you are going out of your home to a madrasa, you go out to your madrasa or to a masjid if your husband allows you, and then you come back home. So if these are the things you want to do on the social media, if these are the links you want to connect to on social media, on YouTube, on Telegram, Alhamdulillah, I congratulate you. But if what you want to do on the social media are the things of the public, things a Muslim woman should not do ordinarily outside her home, such as connecting with men and making yourself available to men. I know a sister, before now, she would stylishly provide her passport size photograph on the internet. I challenged her. I said, sister, you have brought your passport size photograph. I said it was for people to recognize her. In fact, the first one, she said the picture was taken without her knowledge. I said, okay. The second one said it was her passport size photograph. And LinkedIn and others require that people see your face. I said, okay. I knew it was the deceit of shaitan on her. May Allah protect us. The next thing, they started doing videos, they started doing photographs. Now, when she invites people for her program, she deliberately displays herself there. So all of these things, they say some scholars say you can take pictures. Ibn al-Usaymin say you can take pictures. Will Sheikh Ibn al-Usaymin say a Muslim woman, matured woman, will snap herself to show to the public like this? These are wanton display of the self by a woman. They are not lawful. If a woman is under a husband and she is doing this, Allah will ask that husband on the day of Qiyamah because she is under him. But the unfortunate thing is that many women who are like this, the husband is usually not able to control them. In many cases, they'll be the one controlling the husband, threatening him with divorce and separation. This kind of a behavior from women is not lawful. The basic rule in our religion about women is covering. At-tasattur, you are covered. In your salat, you are completely covered. In the place where you observe salah, the best place for you is the most private place in your room. And then you are even allowed not to come to the masjid. Subhanallah. For comes to salawat, the wives of the Prophet, radiyallahu anhunna, Allah prevented the companions from having easy access to them. He said, وَإِذَا سَأَلْتُمُوهُنَّ مَتَاعًا فَاسْأَلُوهُنَّ مِنْ وَرَاءِ الْحِجَابِ. The wives of the Prophet. There should be a barrier between the companions and them. Today, the internet has broken every barrier. Women advertise themselves, they advertise their children. A woman did meat pie and meat roll, chicken pie, sausage roll, egg roll. She used her beautiful daughter as advertisement for egg roll, chicken pie. I cannot imagine that a Muslim woman can do this. May Allah forgive all of us. We are not insulting anybody. And wallahi, nobody is intending any insult to anybody. But the truth must be said. When women begin to follow a path like this, it will lead them to places they don't expect. May Allah protect us. So for the sake of Allah, withdraw yourselves from the social media, O woman who fears Allah. Return yourself to the home. Be satisfied with the little, you will call it, that your husband will give you. Allah will replace with multitude on the day of Qiyamah for you. Be patient with the little. Return to chastity. Return to shyness. Return to modesty. Return to the honor that Islam places on you by concealing you and making you something people have to start looking for before they have access to you. When we were younger than this, and women just started using niqab, that's now common everywhere. You hardly hear a niqabi talk. Don't say, is her voice now aura? Her voice is not aura, but out of honor and self-respect, they hardly talk. Go and read any psychology, anything on psychology. They will tell you, brilliant and intelligent people don't just speak. Their speeches are measured. And when you are a person who doesn't just speak, people respect you. So because of your honor, you are in midst of people, everybody is talking, you keep quiet. When you need to talk, you give the statements and you go away. But when you're in the social media, you are the one talking, calling people, inviting people, doing this webinar. You started hearing webinar, web this, that, by Muslim women. For the sake of Allah, go back to your homes. The social media is just the public now. And the women are not meant for the public in our religion. Al-Imam Ibn al-Arabi, in his Ahkam al-Quran, he narrated from one of his teachers who said that, I think it was in Ishbiliya that it happened. Ishbiliya should be somewhere in Spain now, but he was from the scholars of Malikiya. He narrated that he visited that city. I wouldn't remember the name vividly, but my mind tells me it is in ancient Spain when it was under Islam. He visited the city. When he comes out for Salatul Jummah, that is when you see women on the street. You see them in groups. They go for Jummah. And after Salatul Jummah, you see women in groups in the whole city, returning home. After that, until next Friday again, before you see women outside. It's in Ahkamul Quran by Imam Ibn al-Arabi al-Maliki, Muhammad ibn Abdullah. So, ikhwa, women are not meant for the outside. Allah said, وَقَرْنَ فِي بُيُوتِكُنَّ, stay in your homes. وَلَا تَبَرَّجْنَ تَبَرُّجَ الْجَاهِلِيَّةِ الْأُولَى, And don't go out in the way the women used to go out in the days of Jahiliyyah. What did they used to do? They go out with perfumes. They went out without correct jilbab. They are exposed to every man. They walk in the middle of men. They talk to men as they desired. They related with anybody anyhow. These things in our region are with a lot of restrictions as far as women are concerned. Before I stop, I like to also encourage the men. Help your women to stay at home. One way to do that is spend a little bit more on them. Be more responsible. Try your best. That being responsible we are talking about, it is within your ability. And the women too should learn to stay within the limits of the ability of their husband. Don't bring the responsibility of your father and your mother to your husband. If you bring it to him, he may be able to do it. He may not be able to do it. If he's not able to do it, don't blame him to be irresponsible. It is the men in the families. I always repeat this. It is the men in our homes, my own home now. It is my boys who have a duty on the girls and the boys. Start teaching your boys. They have the duty on their sisters. They have the duty on their mothers. The boys inside the home, they are the ones who have financial responsibility, not girls. Girls can add if they have. But the duty, committing a sin if not done, is on the boys and the men. So allow your husband to breathe. Because sometimes the reason women are outside that they say they have responsibilities here and there. They want to solve their sister's problem, the elder sister, the elder brother, the younger sister. You alone, you're a woman, you want to solve all these problems. It is like placing a trailer on a pickup. You want to carry a trailer. What you carry it is a pickup. It is true that pickups too have boots. They have a space. They can carry something. But if pickups have boots, they have space, they can carry something. Is it like carrying a trailer? So if you want women to become breadwinners in your family, you are bringing upon that woman what is bigger than her. Don't let a woman be the breadwinner of your family. Breadwinners are the men. The meaning of breadwinner, somebody who has to struggle for the family to survive financially. It is men. Men, you have that job, either as a husband or as a father or as a brother or as an uncle. Don't leave the women to be fending for themselves. Oh men, fend for them, provide for them, protect them, clothe them, guide them, teach them. These are the duties of men over women. But when the women say, no, leave us, we want to do the job by ourselves, it is like bringing a trailer to be carried by a pickup. If you bring a trailer to carry a pickup, if you bring a pickup to carry a trailer, I am sure the result is better imagined. You bring a pickup van. I don't know whether young people know what is pickup now. You bring a pickup van to carry a trailer filled with petrol, Dangote trailer. He said that the forklift should drop it on top of a pickup. You are going to break the neck of the woman if you bring responsibilities on her that are bigger than her. The next thing she will do is she will pass that responsibility to her husband. That her husband, he is also a man. He has his wife, he has his children, he has his own mother, he has his own sister, he has his own daughters to care for too. The load may break his own neck. So the men are the job owners in the house. Men of every home. Likewise, when we bring up our boys, we must be bringing them up, making them understand that they have a job inside the home regarding their sisters, regarding their daughters, regarding their mothers, regarding every female that is connected to them. For the sake of Allah, bring up your boys to know this duty. As for our girls, bring them up to be subservient to their husbands. Home are breaking up every day because of this kind of a disagreement between a man and a woman over who should fend for the house. Some men become irresponsible truly when they begin to pass and say that they and their wives should share responsibilities at home. It is from irresponsibility of a man. You want your wife to share house rent with you. You want your wife to share school fees with you. You want your wife to pay electricity bills with you. What makes you a man? Isn't it that Allah said you are qawamun ala nisa bima faddalallahu ba'dahum ala ba'd wa bima anfaqu min amwalihim? One of those reasons is that you are spending on her. So why are you bringing her to share in your own responsibility? So for the sake of Allah, we should be balanced in these affairs. Women, go back to your homes. Your appearances on the social media are too much. They have not just become a means of fitna to the community. It is a means of fitna to you yourselves. Many women have lost their religion. They have even lost peace of mind. And that's why you always find two expressions now common, or three, amongst Muslim women. The first one is mental ill health. We have mothers. I still have my own mother. We did not used to hear them say mental health. It has become a problem now. Almost every Muslim woman now, when she has a problem with her husband, she starts shouting, my mental health is unlawful. My mental health is going down. My mental health. I think it's one of the plays of shaitan on the people. And it usually comes when people become disobedient. Check yourself. Just check yourself. The second expression common amongst Muslim women now is toxic. They give that as an excuse to go out of the home when they like. Allah said, La tukhrijuhunna min buyutihinna. Oh men, don't throw out your wives from your homes. Wala yakhrujna. Likewise, the women too, don't go out of your home just like that. So everybody should be careful. Don't ascribe toxicity. Once you say your husband is toxic, it's a problem. The meaning is that you want to go out of that marriage just as you want. Please, ikhwa, our parents were very patient at home. Very patient. Our mothers were patient. One mother, I came into a marriage matter, and one of the mothers of the sister was telling me how her husband, if she was not patient, how her husband treated her. It is a very orgy experience. Yes, she was patient. She said, if I was not patient, you cannot stay in this house. So there have always been disagreements between men and women. But please, for the sake of Allah, we should be patient with ourselves, men and women. We should know that we are a means of trials for ourselves. If we are patient and we handle it well, Allah will reward us with goodness in the hereafter. But when we become impatient and begin to label ourselves, women also these days begin to call their husbands narcissists. The first time I heard it, I was looking for a dictionary. Narcissist. Your husband is a man you have to please to get Al-Jannah. But when you say he's a narcissist, you are saying that all that he knows is about himself. You will not be able to please him again. The center point of the existence of a wife is her husband. She needs the pleasure of her husband to gain Al-Jannah. Just like a man needs the pleasure of his wife to gain the pleasure of his mother to gain Al-Jannah. The Prophet ﷺ clearly said that regarding a man to a woman. He said, Huwa jannatuki wa naruki. The means of Al-Jannah for a woman, the means of Jahannam for a woman is her husband. He is the center of her life as a wife. Let me please my husband. Of course, as long as it is halal. I want to please my husband. I want to please my husband. I want to please my husband. So if you now label him as a narcissist, you are already saying that it's all about him. It will not make you be able to please him. If he wants something, you say, is it all about you? It's an expression that makes women to become something else in the homes of their husbands. These three expressions, mental health, this mental, my health, mental health, and issues of toxic, These issues of narcissism, these three expressions. Those who were using it that we knew before were feminists, but now it is in the mouth of many Muslim women inside their homes. They gathered it from social media. They gathered it from reading from one WhatsApp of Kufar. Don't think everything you read does not impact on you. They impact on you. What you read impact on you. And you would not know by the time you know it, you start saying those things you had read before. From websites you are not supposed to visit. From WhatsApp groups you are not supposed to belong to. I beg you in Allah's name, both men and women, may Allah forgive each and every one of us. Don't forget, the end point is our graves and our akhirah. The end point is our graves and our akhirah. فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَهُ وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ شَرًّا يَرَهُ. Everybody will get what you have done. I think it will suffice to stop here, Abba Amir.